Cultural appropriation. I'm here at this place I like to go to all the time. We got some landscaping going on. Got some toe shoes going on. Cultural appropriation. Now somebody said I had a girly bike. Now that hurts my feelings, guys. That hurts my feelings. Are you guys saying that I would do something or put anything on my face that would make me look girly? I would never wear something on my face that would suggest that I might be a little bit girly, guys. Cultural appropriation. Now, I had, you know, how I make videos and I talk about race sometimes. I talk about racial history. I talk about my experiences as a white man, living in black areas, dating black women, which is something that no black person can relate to. So any black people on my channel that get offended or whatever, like, how can you even get offended? Like, I'm talking about my experiences. I'm not talking about you personally. You know, what the, like, go fuck yourself, dude. Like, if I'm not allowed to say that I understand what it's like to be black, you're not allowed to say you know what it's like to be white. Go fuck yourself, dude. Like, that's so fucking retarded that people feel entitled that they can feel like that. I digress. I had this chick on my channel. I don't remember her fucking YouTube name or whatever it is, but she said something like, and I'm not saying this verbatim. This is not verbatim. This is just what I recall. Something along the lines of, well, white people don't own dreadlocks and shouldn't have dreadlocks. It's called cultural appropriation and blah, 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 blah. Some shit like that. She was trying to make like an educated point. Now, let me just say, hold on, let me check my battery, hold on. Sometimes this fucking camera cuts off, man. It's weird. It's like it's been doing ketamine or something. I have this theory that if you have an idea or if you have an idea or a concept and you are not able to simply explain it to somebody in a very simple, you know, just a very simple way, a simple and quick way, to the point, I don't think you yourself fully understand what the fuck you're talking about. So if I ask you what cultural appropriation is and how it relates to dreadlocks or how it relates to anything like racial based, like in terms of racism, she sent me this fucking novel. She sent me this fucking like 85 fucking paragraph bullshit, and no, I'm not gonna read it. And it just says, like, if you can't simply explain it to me in a few sentences, you don't understand yourself. So anyways, cultural appropriation, for those of you who don't know what this term means, cultural appropriation essentially means when one group of people or one culture, you know how I think culture is a bullshit term, when one culture takes an aspect from another culture and uses it themselves, sometimes calling it their own, I'm not really talking about that, but for example, cultural appropriation, guys, that happens here in Cambodia. I mean, there's Cambodians here that specifically bleach their skin to look white. They do it in all the government ID cards. If you're a dark-skinned Cambodian, they Photoshop you to look light-skinned because they think white is you're a higher status. You know, you've got wealth, you have good luck or whatever, you're more educated, blah, blah, blah. You're just higher up in the world. Then you have Cambodians that appropriate the culture of your typical black American youth, you know, typical like hip hop style. You guys know what I'm saying. Baggy pants, neck tattoos, strutting around with their fucking snapback hats. You know what I mean. Listening to hip hop, smoking black and milds like this, and they're like little 3-foot tall Cambodians, man, acting blessed. So it's like cultural appropriation happens everywhere. Black people in America do it, guys. You know, stop speaking English. Stop going to church and praising the Jesus. I still don't get how black people, like, whether you're racist towards whites or not, how can you be Christian, man, and still have an issue with white people? Dude, it was whites who forced it upon your ancestors hundreds of years ago. I mean, like, dude, like, stop speaking English. Use a different time zone. The time zone that we use, the 24-hour time zone, comes from Greenwich Mean Time, from the prime meridian there, going down, pretty much going down England, we're in Greenwich, England. That's how they created the time zones. There's 24 sections. Stop going by that. Stop celebrating American holidays, such as Christmas. That's a Eurocentric holiday, or at least like a Judeo-Christian type holiday. Stop celebrating Easter. Stop celebrating Halloween. Stop celebrating Thanksgiving. Oh no, but we like that. We're American. Okay, you are American then. Stop saying you're fucking African American then. You're fucking American. You guys get my point. You got like I know some people are watching this and you're taking your shit and you're throwing it across the fucking room, beating your fucking chest right now, getting all pissed off. And I'm not talking about just blacks. I'm talking about anybody. All right? But I know some people are also hearing what I'm fucking saying, dude. Whether you want to hear it or not, man, it's the truth. Dude, cultural appropriation happens everywhere. People always take from other cultures. There's Cambodian people here that cook French cuisine, that speak French, that speak Portuguese, that speak Thai and Laotian, or I guess it would be Lao. There are blacks all over the world that live in French-speaking countries that take the culture from Europe or just whatever. I mean, it happens. It's called cross-culture. I don't know the term, but basically what I'm trying to say is that cultural appropriation to me is a positive thing. These people make it out to be like, oh, you're stealing from our culture. We want our culture. Well, you say that, but you got to realize that you kind of take from other cultures too, dude. Like if you're like just for example, okay, if you are a black American, and you, generally speaking, do not care to be around white people, but you like to drive a Mercedes. Well, guess what? Mercedes is a German car. You like to wear a suit and tie. Well, I'm pretty sure that a suit and tie, correct me if I'm wrong, is not native to Africa. I think that's more of a European style fashion. If you speak English and then go to church, well, guess what? You're kind of feeding into that Judeo-Christian life, that way of thinking. I mean, I used to go to black churches where they would the speech was about race. They would make everything about race, man. I mean, it was crazy. They would just talk about, oh yeah, the black man, it's his duty on earth to it's his duty on earth to overcome the white man's power and blah blah blah. I mean, they would say this shit in like a Presbyterian or whatever church. So let me check my time. You know what I mean? So it's just like, all I'm saying is cultural appropriation is a good thing. I think that every culture has something very positive to bring to the table. I don't care what part of Africa, if you're from Chad, if you are from Libya, if you are from Zimbabwe, if you are from fucking Uruguay, which is in South America, if you're from any part of the world, any culture, they all have something cool and interesting, a different perspective to bring you. And I can relate because I have clients that are from all over the world. I have clients that are from Argentina, France, the States, Canada, Australia, Italia, Bulgaria. Do I have any from Africa? Do I have any African clients? I don't. Actually, I do. My friend Adrian, he's from South Africa. So there you go. Boom. See, so I meet all these different people from all over the world. And it's cool to get these different perspectives. So cultural appropriation is a good thing. I'm American, but am I like the typical American? No. There's a lot of new shit here that I've learned living in Cambodia, not just from my culture, but from cultures all over the world that come here to Phnom Penh. So all you people out there, I think everybody, it's good to understand that mixing culture and mixing race is a positive thing. That's one step closer to ending racism is mixed racing. But even then, people are still going to find a way to hate each other. Even if everybody's the same race, the same religion, the same social class, the same socio-economic class. Pardon the stutter. I'm a fucking retard. People are still going to find a reason to hate one another. So I digress. I think I made my point, guys. Stay positive. Accept others' cultures. You don't have to, but it's always good to learn. And it definitely gives you a new perspective traveling the world. So I think a lot of people on my channel who don't really listen to what I say. I think they just pick and choose what they want to hear, and then make me out to be this fucking savage. Well, I don't. First of all, listen to what I'm saying, and I think you need to travel the world and learn that cultural appropriation is everywhere. It is everywhere you go. Okay, it is everywhere. People are gonna take from others' cultures. I think it's a beautiful thing. All right, I'm no Joe Coward. I'm the baddest motherfucker, the realest motherfucker, and the motherfuckeriest motherfucker in Phnom Penh. Bitches. It was a pleasure to speak to you guys today. Go fuck yourself. Peace.